Hi, I'm Fred Willard, and this is Totally Obsessed, the show that sinks deep into the quicksand of the human psyche and doesn't even put up a struggle. The first place we're going to visit is Waxahachie, Texas. Don't you love the sound of that name? Chuck and Sandra McKEE live there, and they are so obsessed with the TV show The Munsters that it's kind of scary. For most people, The Munsters are a campy 60s TV show. But for Sandra and Chuck McKEE, they're an obsession.
Some people come in, they drink a mixed drink. I come in and watch The Munsters. It's just relaxing to me.
The McKees spent $250,000 to build the Munsters house. Every penny of Chuck's salary for 2 years.
I thought it was crazy. They didn't need it. It cost too much money.
When I look at the Munsters, I don't actually look and say, oh, Lily was a vampire, or oh, Herman's a Frankenstein. I really see them as people. I just see them as a family, a good, clean family.
Grandpa used to whip up booze in the dungeon. He had a cigar every now and then, but other than that, they were just a good, wholesome beaver cleaver family.
Hey, Pop, could we go on a camping trip? Could we, huh?
It wasn't until a few years ago that Sandra's obsession became the focus of her life.
I mean, she was always a Munster fan, but until we actually got rolling on this house, she wasn't consumed with it. Her lifestyle, you know, myself, you know, I enjoy hunting.
It was kind of a joking thing. Well, we are to build the Munster house.
The initial reaction was, you've got to be kidding.
You have to consider your neighbors.
It's gonna be hard to sell if they don't like it and they want to move out.
My son came by and says, Andrew wants to build a replica of the Munsters house. I said, are y'all crazy?
November the 20th, 2001, beginning reproduction of the Munster house.
Sandra had to take some extreme measures to figure out the dimensions of the house.
What I had to do is watch all 70 episodes because I could not find pictures of the inside of the house that would help me enough to do the layout of the house. But I would watch Lily and Herman walk step to step to each thing, like when they'd step up to the staircase, or how many steps it took them to get up the stairs, or how many steps it took them to get to the dungeon. That's how we figured out how big the rooms were going to be. One of the things that people ask the most, do you have Grandpa's dungeon?
I think he's busy down there right now.
Pleased to meet you.
Another important factor was our coffin telephone over here.
Hello?
The staircase was the most important thing in the house.
As far as spot goes, we had a real hard time finding a dinosaur. They kind of went extinct 250 million years ago.
It's not normal, but...
And to top it off, Sandra's daughter Leilani refuses to sleep in the Munsters house.
I wasn't really into it. I don't know why, I'm just scared.
After a year, the house was complete. They celebrated with a massive Halloween party with over 500 guests. The guests of honor? The real Eddie Munster, Butch Patrick, and Grandpa Munster himself, Al Lewis.
How are you?
People think the McKees are possessed.
And we don't worship Satan.
Yeah, no.
It has nothing to do with the devil. It's just good, clean fun.
But in the end, they're just obsessed.
We're extremely proud of this home. I think this house stands for a lot, and it's just a beautiful home, and everybody should appreciate it.
And best of all, when rats and cobwebs fit in with the decor, homemaking is a breeze.